Hi. So you've clicked on my first video. Good for you. So what this video is about is literally to address the question, what is Reiki? And the reason I'm doing this video is because I believe it's a good startup video for my small business. And I've also had a lot of conversations with people today who've heard about Reiki, but they don't know what Reiki really is. So I figured, why not answer the question for everyone? So an overview of my presentation. I'm going to just quickly talk about who I am, what is Reiki and how it works, hands-on Reiki versus hands-off Reiki, and different levels of Reiki practitioners. So who am I? So my name's Brittany Lilly, and I am a Reiki 3 practitioner or a Reiki master. And I mentioned earlier that I'm doing this because I believe it's a great startup video for me starting my business. Outside of Reiki, I just am a regular 23-year-old person. I've attended the University at Buffalo and received my first bachelor's in pharmacology and toxicology. And I'm currently working on my second bachelor's through Lemoyne and St. Joseph's College of Nursing to get a bachelor's in nursing. So, all right, what is Reiki? So Reiki is a powerful yet subtle healing practice used as a support that works on a body, mind, and spiritual level. It is offered through a non-invasive light touch to a client on a massage table who is fully clothed. What Reiki Energy does is it works to help restore balance, increase energy flow, improve sleep, and relieve pain. And one of the greatest benefits of Reiki is to help with stress reduction and relaxation, which triggers the body's natural healing abilities. So, how does Reiki specifically work? So, everyone has a life force called Chi, and it flows through things called chakras, meridians, or I believe it's pronounced nadis. And what these channels do is they flow through all your cells and your vital organs, nourishing them with energy. Well, when we do something consciously or unconsciously to disrupt that energy, we get bad side effects, and they can range from anything to a sore throat to achy muscles, things, or stuff that can be even worse. And so what Reiki does is it uses its Reiki practitioners use Reiki to help clear out any blockages in your chakras or your meridians, and it helps to get the energy flowing how it should be again, so that your muscles don't feel achy or your throat doesn't feel sore, or you relax from the stress that you've had from the awful week that you had before. And then one small thing I want to mention here is that when I say that it helps your throat feel better or your muscles not ache, I don't want to give people the wrong idea that it is some substitute for medicine and going to see your general health practitioner. It absolutely is not. What you need to know with Reiki is that it's to be used alongside of medicine in a form of just complementary treatment. It doesn't heal any issues that you have. It's only supposed to help negate the symptoms or feelings that you have from whatever illnesses that you may be going through currently. So hands-on Reiki versus hands-off Reiki. So hands-on Reiki is, of course, hands-on. It requires physical touch. Like I said earlier, Reiki practitioners will have a client on a massage table. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case. If you prefer sitting in a chair, that works too. You don't necessarily have to be laying down. And then we have hands-off Reiki, which allows the practitioner to send you Reiki without touching you. It's really all depends on what you as the client prefers. Like if you don't like being touched, that's fine. I can send you Reiki close by or even from a distance. I don't have to necessarily be in the same room, same building, same town as you in order for you to receive Reiki. So, and then finally, the different levels of Reiki practitioners. So we'll start out with Reiki 1. These are Reiki practitioners who are just starting out their journey. They have just learned Reiki and how to perform hands-on Reiki. And they've learned where the placement is on people's bodies to help give Reiki in certain areas for certain issues that they pick up on. Then we have Reiki 2. These practitioners have practiced their Reiki 1 and have been comfortable enough to move on to the next level and learn how to give distance Reiki. And then finally, we have Reiki 3 or a Reiki master. These are Reiki practitioners who are able to teach Reiki to other people. And then finally, well, not finally, but once you've reached Reiki master, you're able to move on into subsets of Reiki. And there are thousands of subsets of Reiki. Currently, like right now, I only practice Usui Reiki, which is the general Reiki that pretty much everyone learns before they move on to a different subset. But there's one that I can think of is Sakim, which focuses on balance. And that's just like a smaller subset of Reiki. So that is the end of my presentation on what is Reiki. I hope that it has answered any questions that you may have about Reiki. If it has not, that's all right. Feel free to send me a message through my Facebook page, Fire Opal Reiki. And I would be more than happy to answer any questions you have at all. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.